For this first portion of the question, we need to figure out how to complete this entire table of costs and revenues. And we can do that with the information that's provided to us. So first off, let's take a look at this column for total fixed costs. Total fixed costs are costs that we have regardless of whether we operate. They don't change with output. They remain the same always. And so if we have $60 in fixed costs at 0 programs, we're going to have $60 in fixed costs for every single amount of potential output that we could have. Because they're fixed, they never change. It's given us total variable cost already. And so to calculate total cost, we would just add total fixed plus total variable to get that number. So if we have $60 in fixed costs and $85 in variable costs, we would then have $145 in total costs. If we have $60 in fixed and $120 in variable, we'd have $180, and we could go down and fill out the rest of this table. The marginal cost is just the change in total cost with one more unit of output. So when we went from 0 to 1, we went from total cost of 60 to 105, so the increase in cost for that first unit was $45. When we went from 1 unit to 2, we go from $105 to $145 in total cost, so that second unit added $40 in total costs. And we can continue to fill this out. If we go from 2 to 3, we go from $145 to $180 in total cost, so that would be a marginal cost of $35, then 30, and then 35, 40, 45, 55, 65, and 75. We're assuming here that she's selling her good for $56, and we can see that the price doesn't change regardless of the number of programs we sell. So just like with fixed costs, we can just work ourselves down the column. It's $56 no matter what we sell. Every program will cost the same amount. Total revenue is simply the number of programs times the price. So if we have one program at $56, our total revenue would be $56. If we have 2 programs and each costs $56, we have total revenues of $112. If there's 3, then we have revenues of $168. 4 would be $224. 5 would be $280. 6 would be $336. 7 would be $392. 8 would be $448. And 10 would be $560. When it comes to marginal revenue, that's how much more revenue we get, how much more money comes in with each new program we sell. Because the program price never changes, the additional revenue for each new program also never changes. It's always going to be the same as price, and so the marginal revenue here is also going to be $56 all the way down the column. The only other thing you have to figure out is profit and loss. We would take total revenue and subtract it from total cost to get our profit or loss. So we have, with one program being sold, $56 coming in, $105 going out. That means we're losing $49 in total when we purchase one or produce one program. When we produce 2 programs, $112 comes in. That's revenue. Cost us $145 to produce. That's our cost. The difference between those two is $33, and that's a loss of $33. If we do 4, we begin to see a profit because here $224 is coming in. It only cost us $210 to produce, so we have a $14 profit. And we have a $35 profit, 51, which is given to us, 62, 63, 54, and 35. And that's how you'd go ahead and fill out this entire table.